Sounds good.
Sounds good. Great.
I've never led a class. The online ones.
Wrong, they immediately let us know. So right now,
participants are very active, so and they are very patient.
Incredible.
Okay. So
How do we know when they're here? They're there? Hi, everyone.
You can just introduce yourself.
Great.
They say something, namaste or something in WhatsApp group.
Nice.
At least few are there.
okay, I'm just asking everybody if they're okay. Sorry.
No, it's nice. Little in real life and then virtual community.
It's really nice.
Morning class are like that.
Yeah.
We feel like somebody is also there.
And what I do is when I come home and I get the link, I click. When I'm driving, I click. So I'm watching you guys here.
Why are you driving? Just to see.
So I know what's going on.
Yeah, I've never done it. I was telling Nathan that I'm getting trained to be a teacher, and I'm filming myself like working with the children in the classroom, but I've never done it in a yoga class, so I'm like a little nervous. But it's
I can
nice.
send you the link
Yeah,
afterwards
yeah,
if you like, so you can see how it went.
I would like that.
It will be good for 24 hours.
Nice, thank you. Let's take a few moments. You can close your eyes if you like. Start to check in with your breath. Notice the weight on your hip bones. Maybe you're leaning forward, maybe you're leaning back. Try and find a balanced posture so the spine can be straight. As you inhale, try and extend the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and exhale, the shoulders relax. Notice if there's any tension in your body that is not serving you at this moment, and let it go. Start to lengthen your inhalations and your exhalations. Keeping the breath smooth and consistent, and maybe slightly audible, but only to you. Filling up the chest as you breathe in. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the knees, relaxing the feet as you breathe out. Rooting yourself further in the seat. And if your mind starts to wander or go somewhere else, think about all the things you have to do today. Just bring it back to the breath. Let your chin fall towards your chest. And start to roll the neck. Bring the left ear towards the left shoulder, but then back down. We won't rotate all the way up yet, just stretching the back of the neck from side to side. And as feels comfortable, you can start to rotate the neck all the way around, stretching the front skin of your throat and back down. At your own pace, notice what feels uncomfortable and comfortable, and maybe see if you can find the middle ground. Switch the opposite directions if you haven't already. And relax looking forward, and keep the eyes closed or the gaze low. And we'll rotate the shoulders around. First, inhaling the shoulders up and back so that the shoulder blades are pointing behind towards each other. And exhale them down. Switch direction. Still trying to keep the movement connected with the breath. Let that be the cue for the day, for the morning, for yourself. Bring the arms forward, parallel to the ground. Fingers spread and engaged. Wrists towards you, pulling towards you. And exhale down. You can follow me or go your own pace, slow or faster, whatever your body's telling you. And palms facing up. And only moving from the elbows, touching the shoulders, exhaling down. Try and keep your forearms or your triceps parallel. Maybe they're like that, not too high. Looking in between the hands to make sure that they're both moving together. And relax. Bring your feet in front of you. And start to move your ankles forward and back. I wasn't sure if there would be like a lot of people really wanting to go full power in the morning, like before work, they want to really engage. So I can read the room if you like more relaxed and pacing and slow poses for holding them for longer. Great. If you want to get the blood flowing.
What do we want?
Your choice.
Yeah, you decide what you
Is our class. That's what I tell my students, right?
We'll follow.
Cool.
You lead. Alan is taking the class. Alan, remember? Yeah.
Good morning, Alan. Start to rotate your ankles around. Still sit up nice and tall. Maybe it helps to push off to the ground to keep the spine nice and straight. Almost like Dandasana, but we're just warming up the ankles. Switch direction. Open a little space and go towards each other. Sometimes I wake up and I have 20 minutes and I'm like, okay, I have to do Surya Namaskar and then go. And I don't take the time to properly warm up. Switch direction. Okay, bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Try and pull the feet as close to your perineum as you can. So you're pushing your chest forward. And yeah, we can flap our butterfly wings first. And now hold, be a static stretch. And pulling in, bending the elbows, leaning forward, just letting the neck fall down towards your toes. Bringing the head, bringing the forehead closer to the toes. Eight, 9, 10. Slowly raise back up. Bring the knees together and then straight. Shake it out. You can pump the knees, get a little massage. I'll take the right foot on top of the left thigh, as high as is comfortable, and open up again this side. Bring it back up nice and gently, and do the other side. Sometimes it helps to move the flesh away from the calf, pulling it up to get a better angle. Sitting up nice and tall. And done. Let's do a few. Okay, yeah. It's funny. Sometimes I stretch for myself, not realizing, oh yeah, I'm in front of class. We can sit either keep the feet like this or cross-legged, whatever's more comfortable. But we'll open up the chest also by interlocking the fingers and trying to straighten the elbows, opening up the chest. Inhaling, bending backwards just slightly, and exhaling, forward fold. So the head comes towards the ground. And so there's a challenge in the arms, but not too much of a strain. No, don't overexert. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. Shake it out. And we'll move into, so our plan for the morning, we'll move into a few rounds of Surya Namaskar. We'll take it slow and then move into a little more active. And then do a couple standing poses, a few, maybe one or two balancing poses. And then we'll go to the floor for some seated poses and Shavasana. And then the day will begin. So come to the front of your mat, please. See that the feet are hip width apart, that the outer edges of the feet are parallel with each other. And again, start to play around with the weight of our body. Maybe we're back on our heels. We can bring ourselves more forward, but not so that we're only on our toes. It's so interesting to check in with this same process during the day, at work, for like not standing up straight or sitting poorly. You can always check in with the posture. And pushing down so that the big toes and the outer edges of the feet have the most pressure. So it's almost like we're internally rotating the thighs towards each other and externally rotating the shins out, creating a firm foundation. Let your palms come forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. And connect with the breath that you'd like to continue during this Surya Namaskar. A lot of energy in the fingers. Bring the palms together in front of the heart so the thumbs are just at the sternum. And I'll talk us through it as we go slower, and then by the end, you won't even need me and you'll be doing it by yourselves and it'll be wonderful. Keep your feet here, or you can also bring the feet together. I prefer this way, but I know some people have knee and hip things. So adjust for your body. On your next inhale, we'll raise the arms up, looking in between the hands. And exhale forward, still looking forward. And for here, we'll take our time. You can hold on to your elbows, maybe bend one knee and the other knee, noticing how that affects not just the hips, but the calves, the glutes. And let the neck relax. No tension in the neck. Inhale, look forward to halfway lift. Place the hands on the shins. Exhale, frame the feet, bend the knees, step the right foot behind. Place the right knee down and inhale the arms up. You can bring the hands down, and just to adjust for the future, we want to try to be bringing in this left hip and then also bring the right hip forward so that we're squaring it. It's possible that we're like this. See how you can adjust yourself. Trying to bend the knee as much as possible. Exhale down. Back to plank for just a moment. We'll bring the knees down to the ground. And bending the elbows, we'll bring the chest and the chin to the ground, arching the back. Inhale, the cobra. Exhale down, pushing up to downward facing dog. Putting a lot of our weight in our thumbs and the index fingers. Trying to bring the elbows closer towards each other while pushing the hips up as high into the air and energetically bringing the heels towards the ground. Bringing the knee very close to the body, trying to step the right foot in between the hands. Left knee comes down. Here we'll find our balance first. And then bring the arms up. Exhale down. Step the left foot in between the hands next to the right, halfway lift. Looking forward. Exhaling down. And from here, it's your choice. If you'd like a very firm back and an active coming back up, we can keep a flat back and raise the arms and come up. Or if you'd like to keep the arms where they are, keep the head hanging and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, raise up so that the head is the last thing to come up. Take that option. We all just did that. Perfect. We'll go again. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Step the left foot behind. Knee down, arms up. Exhale, back to plank. Knees down, chest and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. You can push back the hips first if that's easier to come to child's pose. Five breaths here. Looking forward, step the left foot in between the hands. Inhale up. And out. Slowly, gently bring the feet together, halfway lift. And breathe out. Trying to bring the chest towards the thighs, head towards the knees. Wonderful. And this time again, we'll keep everything hanging. Slowly roll the spine up. Keeping the legs strong. Back to Tadasana. We'll do one more at that pace and we'll start to increase the pace. Hands at Anjali Mudra. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot comes back. Knee down. Once there's even weight, feel comfortable to come up. Really breathing up into the ribs, no trying to extend, become as tall as possible. Exhale down, plank. Knees down, chest and chin down. That's my alarm. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come to down dog. Looking in between the hands, step the right foot forward, left knee down, arms up. So nice. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. And this time with a flat back, we'll keep the arms forward, looking in between the hands as we come up. And exhale down. How's everybody feeling? Good? Breathe in. Out. In. Step the left foot behind. Left knee down, arms up, tall. Breathe out, down, plank. Knees down, chest and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Out to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot forward. Coming up. Breathe out. Feet together. Let the head drop down. Inhaling flat back, reaching forward. And breathe out. In. Out. In. Out, right foot back. Out. In. Out. Breathe in, right foot forward. Left knee down. Out. Exhale the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reaching. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out, left foot back. Exhale down, plank. Keep the exhale going as we bring the knees down. One long breath. So that the inhale here is bring us up. Exhale down to down dog. And I'm noticing everyone is keeping their hands firm. No one's moving their hands around to readjust. This is really great. Inhale the left foot. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, reaching up. And down. Okay. We'll do one more set. First the right side, then the left side. I'll let you do it at your pace. Okay? We'll do it together. Together, but individually. So I'll just start and let that be your cue. See if you can sync your own breathings naturally. Five breaths here. Lovely. Other side. Nice. Relax here. Shake it out. My goal is always that people can learn enough or know enough so that even if Sunita and Shashav aren't here, like you could even do some at home, no? Like it's good to have teachers, but it's also good to know things that we can do ourselves. Bring the hands on the hips. Opening up the chest. Inhale, bend backwards slightly. Exhale, forward fold. And then let the hands come down. Maybe they're holding onto the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the two fingers can come around the big toe for Parangustasana. Inhale the bend, inhale the back straight, look forward. And then let the head come down. And we'll hold here. Again, checking the weight on our feet. And being compassionate to your knees. Maybe that doesn't mean having knees straight. Inhale, look forward just for a moment. You can keep that hand positioning where you are, or if you want to try and bring the fingers underneath the toes. Padahastasana. We'll be here for another 5 seconds. Three, 4, 5. Release the hands back to the hips. And keeping a flat back, we'll slowly raise back up. And exhale. For you all, you'll step the left foot back so you can face this wall here. Have the feet be about 4 feet distance from each other. No problem.
Yeah.
Better. Turn your front feet towards with this wall. Check that your heels are in one line. And that your toes are straight ahead. So we can go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Watch me first, okay? I'm checking my alignment. My arms come up here. I lean forward first, and then my hand can come here. My hand can come to the shin or towards the floor. Looking up at the right middle fingertip or your upper middle fingertip. That's a nice pop. Inhale, reach the arm taller. Exhale, open the chest maximum. Make sure there's weight on the outer edge of the back foot. We're not leaning too much of our weight on the front leg. Inhale, gracefully come back up. And move to the other side. Knees nice and firm. Thighs are engaged. Feet, toes pushing down now. We'll reach forward and exhale. Inhale up. Turn back to the left side. What we'll do I'm going to get everyone a block in a second, but I'll show us first. We can bring the back leg more at an angle to square the hips. Then we'll lean forward. Wait, because I'm just gonna show you first, and then give you a block, and you can go into it. You'll take the opposite hand. So my left foot is down. My right hand comes onto the block here. Maybe the block is tall. Maybe it's like this. And then reverse triangle. And we'll hold it there, okay? Sorry to prepare you. Huh. Nobody needs it. Alan at home doesn't need it. Nice. Just for support. Sometimes we rely on the hand too much, no? And then that sacrifices the real qualities of the pose, which is the strength in the legs and the thighs. Slowly coming back out, bringing the hands to the middle. Take your block with you as we go to the other side. Again, we'll square the hips, bringing this back to like a 60-degree angle so that we can really bring that hip forward and this forward leg hip back. Mm-hmm. Even more, Nathan, at an angle, your back foot. See, yeah. The feet can come a little bit closer together also. Bending at the hips forward. Placing the opposite hand on the ankle or on the shin or on the block on the outside of the foot. Looking either straight ahead or up towards the ceiling. No tension in the neck though. And slowly come back out. And bring the feet together. Beautiful. This time we'll go into a forward fold. So bring the feet out as wide as you like. Maybe it's right in your comfort zone. Maybe it's further, just a millimeter further. See that the outer edges of the feet are parallel, so that means the big toes will start to come in towards each other. You can keep the block handy also. It's not just an ego thing. I'm also using props. It's helpful sometimes. I very much appreciate the Iyengar tradition of yoga. They use a lot of props, but it's to help us get to the proper alignment. We'll inhale, the bending in the back. Exhale, forward fold. Placing the hands onto the ground and dropping the head. The goal is to have the feet and the hands in one line. And then the head also in one line. But the head can rest on a block or just hang. Notice if you're on your heels or if you're moving more towards the balls of your feet with your weight. Try not to keep too much weight on the hands. Inhaling the hands back to the hips and coming up. Keeping the feet where they are, keeping the hands where they are. Inhaling, bending backwards slightly. Exhaling, forward fold. Again, just like last time, but the hands stay on the hips. Place the hands down on the ground in front. Bring the left hand into the middle, right underneath your face. And see if you can bring the right arm up. Exhale down. Switch the hands. Inhale the left arm up. Giving a slight back bend, but also an extra stretch for that right hip. Relax down. Hands on the hips. Breathe in up. Last variation, I promise. Hands will come behind the back, interlocking the fingers, just like we did in the warm-up. We'll inhale, bending backwards, and see. Exhale, forward fold. Try and bring the arms towards the ground, behind you. Inhale up. Nice. And now, be gentle with the knees. Slowly heel, toe, the feet together. Shake it out. We'll do one balance pose that I haven't done in a while, and then we'll go to the ground. We'll do dancing Shiva or Nataraja. Looks like this. First, the same side hand and leg will hold up, but I'll hold the inside of my ankle. Then, what's more important is not so much like leaning forward, but it's kicking out this back leg. So take your time. Maybe it's here, or maybe the challenge is to keep the balance here. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. You come out of it, no problem. Take your time and go back in it. Keeping the gaze slightly raised just beyond your fingertips. And I'm talking too much, so I fell out too. One more time. Nice. Relax and do the other side. This is the part of class where some frustrations start to come around. Like, I don't like this. What's happening? Make sure we're firmly rooted in the feet and the standing leg is strong. Then we go to the next step. Gorgeous. We'll make our way to seating by coming into a squat first. Sorry. What we'll do is we'll inhale the arms up and exhale down. Holding here. Trying to keep the feet flat, looking forward. No problem. Slowly bring the right hand and the left hand behind you. Gently come to forward leg. Dandasana means that our toes are engaged, our hips are grounded. We'll inhale the arms up and exhale forward fold. Letting the hands rest at the ankles or the shins or on the outer edges of the feet. And see what muscles in your body you can let go of. You can relax. Inhale, walk the hands up the legs, back to a flat back. Janu Shirshasana means head to the knee pose. Bring in the right leg first. Then bring it down. And same thing, inhaling arms up. Exhaling forward fold, reaching. And let's do one thing here. Let's flatten the back first. And then extending from the hips, just letting the head fall down. Be here. Find some comfort somehow here. Inhaling up. Knee comes to the middle. And do the other side. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in one more time, straighten the back. And let that inform how we bring the chest closer to the knee. And relax the head. Three, 2, 1. Breathe in. Knee comes to the middle first. We're always protecting the knee in this way. And straight. Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Familiar? Cool. I always like to do a little demonstration first, just because it's important to go in and out of it very responsibly, and then we'll do it together. So, a few variations also. If we're doing this, we're activating the same exact muscles. So, this is also great. But what we'll do is we'll move the weight from our hips to our shoulders. So slowly I take the weight off my hips, placing the hands here for support. Then as I straighten my legs, I can walk my hands higher up my back. There is a lock in the throat, so we breathe with the belly. Everything engaged. It's the reason why it's called all parts pose. And then to come out, slowly, legs come over the head, and you roll down. And then I'll meet you here. Okay? Your turn. Nice. Strong in the hands. The hands are pushing the back as much as the legs are trying to reach up. And at any point, whenever you feel like you are successful in your Sarvangasana, you can bring your legs to the ground. If you'd like to drop the legs over the head to see if the toes can even touch the ground and come into Halasana. Nice. Beautiful. And once you find yourself finally in Shavasana, let your palms face up. Let there be some space in between your arms and your outer ribs. Feet fall to the side. And let go of any tension that is not serving you. Maybe that means relaxing the forehead, letting the eyeballs fall deeper into their sockets, letting the tongue rest down. Relaxing the shoulders and the fingertips, letting the hips and the knees sink further into the ground. And rather than controlling the breath, more so just observing it. And be happy knowing that our central nervous system is just now recalibrating everything that we've just done and soaking up all of the benefits. Slowly start to wiggle your toes, your fingers, coming back to the physical body, maybe rolling the ankles, rolling the wrists, starting to increase circulation of the blood flowing. Bring the feet together and raise the hands over the head. Just reach, stretch your spine as tall as it's going to be all day today. And exhale, turn over to the right side and be comfortable in fetal position. And then with your left hand, slowly start to push off the ground, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze still low. Come to a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands together, the palms together. We'll close the practice. We'll close the practice with 3 Oms. Take a nice big exhale. And we'll inhale together. Thank you to everyone here for coming. Alan online. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So let's see who was online. Rosy Silva. Yeah, he said, have a great day.